So what I wanted to tell you about is, first of all, I want to tell a few words about our organization. We serve a community of 600 ALS patients in Israel, and we are a very small organization. As Kathy said before, we are a staff of 5 people full-time, and we serve 600 families. From talking to many colleagues here during the years, I understood that support group has different definitions in different countries and organizations, and I wanted to present our perception of support group. A group of people who, with common experiences and concern, who provide emotional and moral support for one another in a safe environment. The groups are facilitated by professional social workers from our team with years of experience in our organization. So it's not about bureaucracy, and it's not about how to get rights from the government, and it's not a self-help group. It's a group that one of we have 4 social workers in the organization. Each one of them is moderating, facilitating a group like that. So currently, and even in this wartime, we have 5 support groups going on. I'll just name them, and then I'll go dive into each one of them. We have an ALS patients group, which is a text group, and I talked about it here before, and I want to talk about it again because it's very significant. We have an Arab ALS patients group. We have a group for spouses, group for family members, and the newest addition to our group system is a bereavement group, and that I discussed with colleagues here in the last few meetings, and now it's actually happening. So the first one is ALS patients, a text group. The target audience are PALS who are using eye gaze system. So it's not for those who can still speak, it's for those who are communicating by writing. We use a special platform that was designated an Israeli platform that's called 7 Chairs. It's a platform. It's an app. It's an app that is dedicated to support groups in writing. They didn't think about ALS patients when they developed it. I came with the idea, and they were really excited about it. So we have like 7 chairs in the group. 7 people can join it, and it took us some time to realize how to run this group, because it's different. The characteristics are different from a regular support group because they are writing. You need to be patient. It takes longer for them to express themselves. You don't know if someone in and out. They come in and then they don't respond, and you see that they are out. It has to take some adjustments and adaptation to understand. We had a learning curve. Now it's running for 5 years, and it's very, very significant. And they report this is the only safe space they can talk about their real feelings, about, I want to die, I don't want to be here anymore, what's the meaning of my life? One patient is saying, how can I still be considered as a mother if I'm not hugging my kids, or if I can't prepare their backpack to school? So, and this is a place, and they reported this is the only place that they can actually talk about those things, share it with this group of people, that they are only one in the planet that understand their feelings. So this is one, and I think it's pretty unique from what I know. I don't know if anyone else is doing a support group by text. The second one, which is very unique, we have one of our social worker is an Arab guy, and he's serving the Arab community in Israel. Israel, 20% of our population is Arab, so we are addressing their needs in a special way. And this group is for Arab ALS patients who speak. We found that it's very interesting culturally that they finding it very hard to text. They didn't want to use the other one that I showed you. They just wanted to be on Zoom and to speak. So we have 6 men speaking patients that are participating in this group, which of course it it's difficult when they stop speaking. When they can't speak anymore, they are leaving the group, and it brings a new set of difficulties to the group. But it's a very interesting. Support groups are not common at all at the Arab population. In their cultural mentality, it's not used to go to support groups. So this is a very unique setting for us. Another group is for spouses. It used to be a frontal one, but since COVID, we are doing it on Zoom. And Zoom actually enabled us to open the group for a larger geographical area and allow people from all over the country to join. It's men and women. I tell you, it's mostly women. Women love support groups. They talk way easily about their feelings. Men are, no, I don't need it, I'm okay. So we're having a hard time to recruit men for the groups, but we try. We try to make it common by age and family status, so the subject that come up in the group will be familiar to everyone. So this group is younger women, 40, 50, that have kids at home and trying to understand how to maintain relationship, how to be a good spouse, not a caregiver, how to do with parenting issues. So this is the current group. All our groups are 8 to 10 weeks, and we then open them for new additions because, you know, the nature of the disease that people are leaving during the session of the groups. Another one is for family members. Now, what's the difference between family members and spouses? Spouses can be in family members, but we found that they have different needs. Family members can be parents, children, siblings, even good friends that take care of an ALS patient. They all can be in this group. It's different subjects than the spouses, so we try to divide them. It also used to be frontal, but since COVID we moved to Zoom, and we see the advantages of having the group on Zoom. Again, it's mainly women, and they are making it a very close and friendly networking. They talk even out of the group. They are performing friendships, and they really help each other during their facing the hardships of the disease. And the new kid on the block is the bereavement group, and this is for spouses that lost their husbands or wives to ALS. Of course, it's only women, so we're talking only about losing their husbands. Some of them were in our spouses group before and graduated into this group. It's a new one. It's only 6 weeks old, the group. We started it in the war, which was very tragic to all of us, so we just started it. We didn't define what's how long you have to be a widow to join the group. We have a woman that lost her husband 2 weeks ago, and we are going up to 2 years. So we have 2 weeks till a year and a half now. This is the group. As I said, few of them participated in previous support groups, so they know the language, they know how the setting is, and it's easier for them. And what took us long, and you know, I talked about it here and consulted the Canadian team before and other teams, and we're talking about it, but it took us a long time to start it because the professional content is different. It's not how to deal with the disease as it's going, but it's the stage after. And our social worker that is actually facilitating this group, she had to do a lot of learning, a lot of reading, and preparation for this group with professional materials about bereavement. And she's done it. It took her a while, but she's done it. And we see already after 6 weeks, so it's about 4 meetings. I see you, it's okay. we see that it's going to be an amazing group. They are coming. They are not, even in this war time, said, do you want to skip a meeting? No. They're all showing up, and it's a group of 11 or 12 women. They show up every time, and it seems like it's going to be very, very significant for their coping. So, my conclusions are that support groups are a powerful tool. They create a safe space for sharing and learning. This is the only space where the participants can share deep and controversial topics. Like with the spouses, we see they say this is the only place they can say, I don't want to do it anymore. I want it to end. Or I don't want him to die. I want it to go forever. Whatever the content is, this is the only place they can bring it. It's the only place where they meet other people who go through the same experiences. You know how all of us, you say ALS, you have to explain to your environment, what is ALS and what am I going through? And, everyone says, oh, yeah, I know, but they don't really know. And this is the only place like people are sharing the same experiences. You don't have to start from scratch. You dive into the group and they all know exactly what you're going through. And they are really, really reducing the being alone feeling. And this is what all the participants in all those groups are reporting. We are not alone anymore, and this is our goal, for them not to be alone. That's it, I'm done. You see? On time? Perfect, on time with the addition.
So we have actually time for one more minute, for one more question, I'm sorry. You got excited there, didn't you?
Give me another minute.
Okay. Anybody has any questions?
Do you have a moderator of the text support group, or is it just the 7 chairs?
No, one of my social workers is moderating the group.
I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
We actually have time for another question. Real quick. No?
I can hardly hear.
If there are psychologists in your bereavement group.
A social worker, not a psychologist.
Okay.
Do you think it would be helpful?
Sorry?
Do you think it would be helpful to have one in the bereavement group?
My social worker that is facilitating this group, she's consulting with psychologists and other professionals, but she is the professional in the group, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Efrat.
Thank you.